What's up, guys? It's L-Dog. It's been a little while, but with MLB The Show ramping up, coming out in 2 days, figured I'd throw out a video on the best things you need to know about the show and specifically Diamond Dynasty going forward. This year, what you're seeing right now is a showdown thing. It's similar to Battle Royale. If you've ever played Madden before, it's kind of like the Superstar KO where like you get tiers of players, so you get like a really good player, and then it goes down from there, and that's kind of your team. So it's similar to Battle Royale or BR, whatever you want to call it, from last year. The only difference is the format's just a little different. But like usual, your first entry is always free. So something I'm really excited for this year is the hitting mechanics, because last year they were suspect. If you played the game, you know they were suspect. I just want it more balanced. Really. I mean, if you square up a ball, should most likely be a hit in almost every instance. And I know sometimes when you square up a ball in real life, it's still an out, but seem like line drives are pretty relevant. And MLB The Show 19, hopefully they take care of that. This is just some gameplay of how kind of new mechanics. I don't know how I feel about the PCI. It's kind of weird, but I don't know. To be determined. For MLB The Show 20, they kind of hook you up with their rewards. The first inning program is pretty nice. It's still the star system. It's still the star system like last year. You can't really see the stats right here, but Brian Roberts looks like a contact hitter. Tom Seaver, and Adam Dunn is a power hitter. But it's still the star system where, you do challenges, you play BR, you win games, you get stars. Like you see, there's Conquest, Daily Missions, Showdown gets you stars. So similar to last year with the addition of Showdown. Let's skip forward a little bit. Here are the diamonds. Todd Helton. They exited the little thing so you can see the stats. Todd looks like a good first baseman, but if you played last year, they drop a ton of first basemen that are really good. Roy Oswalt. I like his card. Last year, for most of the year, he kind of had just like an 89 or something like that card. And it was a good card, but, after a while, he got lit up just because his per nines weren't that great. I'm trying to see his per nines here. Well, they didn't stay very long. Okay. So he's got good control. Well, good walk per nine. Pretty good control. His hits per nine aren't very good, but he's got good stamina, and he's got good stuff. His 12-6 really slow, and that's good. Duke Snyder, they kind of nerfed him this year. He was the one of the cards everyone took at the end last year. At the end of the ranking up. You know what I'm trying to say, but he was one of the big cards everybody took, or a lot of people took, instead of like Frank Thomas, everyone took Frank Thomas pretty much, but he was one of those guys. Just know that. They're doing team affinities different this year. So instead of what they did last year, there's kind of like as it says, stages or tiers to it. So as you go up tiers, you get better rewards, and they also have this cool thing, evolution cards, which they'll get into in here in a little bit. That after each stage you rank up, the card increases in like overall and attributes. I'm not positive how you say that word. But like, see, it's stage 1 bandwagon, then I'm trying to get to the next one. But you get cool prospect cards too this year, which is cool. The level 80 diamond pack this year for bronze, kind of OP. Not gonna lie, the Kluber kind of looks endgame. I think they take a little bit to show him. I don't think they show him first, but the Rolly Fingers isn't bad. McCovey's just, he's another first baseman. He's good, but they release a billion of those. Newhouser's not bad. Throws heaters. His per nines are nuts, as you see there. 102 hit per nine, 109 K per nine. And his home run per nine's good too, so won't be giving up too many home runs. So yeah, Newhouser's pretty dirty. Kluber's even dirtier. He has a 97 mph cutter. That's kind of ridiculous. He has a slurve, sinker. Sinker was everyone's favorite last year. So I'll be taking Kluber. Rolly Fingers is good, but he's a closer, so it is what it is. I have this thing for fork balls. I love fork balls. I don't know why, but I'll get them eventually. Then when you get to Silver 1, you get a choice of 5. Choice of 1 of 5 99 overall diamonds. And they're all pretty good, not going to lie. You can't really go wrong with any of these guys. You got Barry Larkin, Reggie Jackson, Ryan Sandberg, Minnie Minoso, and Buster Posey. So it's kind of what fits your team. Some guys are more power than others. Sandberg, power's not that great in the 80s, but I mean, these are all good cards, but not elite power, I wouldn't say. Larkin, they gave him more power than they did last year against lefties. Righties is still lacking, but I mean, great fielder, great speed. Reggie Jackson, I'm a big fan of the guy. Had him in MLB 17, loved him. Nice stats. Minnie Minoso, see what yeah. Good stats, gold fielding, not bad. Then Posey. I went past the stats. Posey's, 95 blocking. You get what you get out of the 99. Now, regarding packs in the market, as you see, they'll have prospect packs, your jump starter pack, which is a bunch of golds, pretty sure, and they'll have headliners again. The headliners aren't really worth it, and they lose value pretty quick, typically. So I wouldn't waste your coins on headliners, not going to lie. The prospect cards will probably go down in price, too. It looks like they'll be selling Ballin as a habit packs, and those are usually good, but you can be pretty disappointed if you don't get anything. But my advice for the beginners and anyone really starting on Friday, or if you don't get it early, next week on Tuesday or Wednesday, something like that. But my advice is the market is I'll post more videos too later. You can make a lot of money in the market if you get stubs. So if you pre-order the game, you'll have a good amount of stubs to begin with, around 50K, give or take some. And really, all you really have to do is just, if you pay attention to baseball, do you, and invest in the cards you think are gonna, in the guys you think are gonna do well. Just get those guys. And my biggest tip is to do the buy now and the sell now. If you're gonna sell a card, you put it into the sell now order. It's a lot easier to explain on the game, but you want to get the most out of how much you're selling it for, and you want to get the cheapest out of what you're buying it for, if that makes sense. I'll post a video later on explaining how to do that if you don't already know, but that's huge for saving coins and making coins. When the game comes out, I'll make investment tips for which cards specifically, but I recommend knocking out as many cards as you can. And what I mean by that is in collections. Let's say for the Reds, for instance, knock out all the commons. You can put in buy orders for 15 coins, which is the minimum, or 5 coins, whichever one it is, the minimum. You just put them in, or for however cheap the card's going for. And you just get those guys, and you can keep the commons, but the silvers and the golds, you can do the same thing, and make sure that the price is around where the quick sell price is. You can buy them, collect them, and then quick sell them. That way you're collecting them, but you're also not losing the coins. You get the coins back, which is really nice. That's how I got Willie Mays last year pretty quickly, and that's how I plan on getting whoever the big dog is this year. So appreciate you guys watching. Subscribe if you're new. I'll be pumping out some MLB The Show 20 content this year. Thanks.